Namaste and good morning. Well, here we are. Surya Narayan is up, peeping through the trees and reflecting in the water in this beautiful Mother Earth where all the birds are chirping and the cool breeze is blowing. What a beautiful scenery, nature. Well, let's do adorations to Surya Narayan. Om Bharar Bhava Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bharar Bhava Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Wow. Imagine the sun is in the center and all the planets include Mother Earth. The 9 planets are depending on him to keep them in orbit, to keep them in existence, to keep them warm. And welcome to Mandir this morning again. What a beautiful Mandir this is. That yesterday I was asked to go to a temple. And when I went in there to the confines of this 4 walls and the ceiling, it was a vast difference of this mandir. And really I wasn't feeling so comfortable because of these restrictions. But here we are this morning again in our mandir where we have nature, the 5 elements as God, because they're manifestation of consciousness. And it was like a step down, because superimposed in place of this natural murtis of earth, water, fire, air, and space are murtis made of marble, nicely dressed. But I couldn't get the vibration that I'm getting here right now, and I'm sure you are the same thing too. So with what is happening now, we have to step up and we have to assume our positions as gods and goddesses. Because from this position, where we with God manifested, we can easily move into that place of consciousness where we came from, and then our sojourn in life will not be the same. Yesterday I was asking a lady that I know she has children, so I said, let me ask you something. Your children, they're all the same? He said, Swamiji, she's a very funny lady. He said, they came from the same place, but they're totally different. Sometimes I think, they might, they don't come from the same place. But she's joking, of course. And so I said, what do you think is causing that? Well, she's a smart lady. He said, well, I've been listening to our, reading our scriptures and listen to inspirational talks by our various Swamijis and, priests. And he says that we've been evolving. This is just one segment of our life that we have been coming, and we want to go to perfection. So I said, well, you've got it right. So this let us do the step up. And but when I was there, I didn't see any children. I mean, they were social distancing, mask and everything during the time of feeding and everything, and lots of socialization that goes on in temples, of course, meeting each other for some time, they talk, and sometimes that's a negative, because you say things in temple that it's sometimes a step down, that socializing gets too carried away. Anyway, but there were no young people there, and not because of COVID, but before, there would hardly be any people in the mandirs, in the temples. And the same thing with our Christian brothers and sisters. So many temples in New York City have closed down because the gathering is not there enough. So financially, it's not feasible to keep them going. So they have to be alternatives. And now we have the social media that every child, he knows little. From the time they get little, they have their iPod playing around and looking at cartoons and whatever. And so this is the media. So this generation, we have to cater for them from a different point of view. So the cultural tradition thing that we've been used to, we have to make a shift away from that. And Swami Parameshananda was very keen on that. Students, that wherever he will go, he will make sure that students are being addressed to. Schools are being built, a dormitory for boys, because it's an ashram, and we support girls but on a different level. And this tradition has been permeated to his disciples. And imagine without a Swami Parameshananda just coming to the West and establishing the Hindu college in Guyana and primary school, then, oh my, what would that have been like, the Kovanjon ashram? Because when I was there recently for SEVASHRAM, oh, the children were so moving, and they will be coming into the temple, over 200 children. They'll be coming into the temple, and side by side, academic and religious and spiritual education will be there. And here we are, we have the ducks, the geese, they're all lined up. They're all so big now. And academic education is side by side. And this is something that is necessary, because we want to build our students, our children, for a life, not just to make a living. Because academia is to make a living. Both are essential, but side by side, that would be a well-rounded person. So this way, in Nepal also, I was very keen that we should build a temple that would accommodate all the 200 plus students and 50 dormitory boys to go there one time. And they pray together, they sing together, and then also a dining hall that accommodates all of them. So this rounded thinking of nurturing children is so necessary. In our Assam, there too, one of our local boys, primitive boy, tribal boy, he came and he joined our ashram. And one boy, he has running 3 schools, 900 students. Started from really, he got help of course, but started from a low point. And one school I always go visit there, and every time I go with the will of the Guru, the grace of the Guru, I was able to create more, we were able to create more. But I have this idea that's dormitory for boys and gathering for students, for prayer and dining. That socialness night is so important for us. Here we're looking at the ducks and the geese, and how beautiful it is that here in our nature and sun coming up. And this is the work of Swami Parameshananda. He had the vision, that beautiful vision of seeing what the future is. Education is the key. So this morning, we have to come out from our cultural and traditional way of worship, that we have to think about the students. Our mandir should make the transition, because I guarantee you, if we don't make a change, then what will happen? When the time comes, the mandirs will be empty, and we would not have done our work properly. So this morning, it's a very important thing as we pray to Surya Narayan and to Mother Earth and water, and we pray to sun, and we pray to air. These are our deities, and we pray to space. Let us all close with a nice prayer. Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Guru Shankara Shiva Shambho, Hare Guru Shankara Shiva Shambho. 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 Have a beautiful day. Think that your prayer should be, God, I want to be like you. We are already like that. So then it should be, help me to rediscover that I am like you. I don't want to continue this cycle of birth and death. I want to end it this time. Give me the conviction. Give me the wisdom. Give me the devotion. Give me the faith so that I could be like you. Hari Om Shanti Shanti Hari Om.